You know what we've talked about as a group is just the intensity of the rivalry and how hard both teams need to play to find any type of success, and how we're preparing and putting our focus into our game, and we know that we're going to get the best effort yet from a Union team.
It seems like this team, scoring wise, the only negative, I guess, is allowing the 5-on-5 goal. You guys are doing a good job special teams on both sides of things. What do you think that's attributed to, and how are you looking to kind of clean that up a little bit?
Well, there's, other teams are good. Other teams are doing things. As a group, we want to learn how to play the highest caliber hockey possible, and it's new for some people. It's new for returning guys and for some new guys, and sometimes it exposes areas that maybe you aren't as comfortable in. So rather than learn at 70% of your game, we're trying to learn at 100%, and it has exposed some areas. And I mentioned last week we had made some mistakes Friday against UConn that were the wrong type of mistakes, in that our reads, our team play. And then we made some mistakes against Canisius that were better mistakes, and it's where and when you make them, and ultimately that's what we're learning, and we need to take our game to the next level in a positive direction, and that's just understanding how we interact and play connected.
It seems like you guys took a small step last year in the face-off circle, but it appears as though you could be taking an even bigger one this year with the two guys you brought in that have been taking a lot of face-offs, and Dubinsky and Ashbrook have done a great job, and also Billy Jerry's come along. I know you're only 4 games in, but the numbers are panning out in a good way for you guys in the circle, which gives you more possession time, obviously.
Yeah, it's one of the primary goals of our group is to win the face-off circle, and I know that the centermen, they get the credit for it, but I'd say 70% of the face-offs are won by the wingers. So if our guys up on the hash marks are not ready to go, we'll lose that draw. So when we say win the circle, we're looking at whether or not the wingers are helping and the centerman is helping, and together right now those numbers are good, something we want to keep.
Yeah, it's definitely something we work on with the assistant coaches a lot, and just the added competitiveness of new centers coming in. And I think we've done a really good job over the past year since I've been here of working on it a little extra after practice with coaches and with each other as well, competitiveness.
It looks like, Dubinsky and Ashbrook, Ashbrook especially has pretty good numbers in the circle so far. But even you and Billy's numbers have improved quite a bit, even though you're only 4 games into the season. You guys are all over 500.
Yeah, it's been great. We've all been competing for those spots, take the big draws, and that's what you want in a team. You want a lot of guys that can take big draws, and we have a lot of guys that can do that right now, anytime. So
Union this weekend obviously is a big game, big games for you guys. Your first career goal came against them, although it was an empty netter. Talk about that experience, I guess, and what it meant to score your first collegiate goal in such a big series.
Yeah, it was amazing. Just the crowd that was there that night. It was a lot of fun, electric atmosphere, and it was just really fun to get that win. So it was a great feeling.
And to this weekend, what's going to be important for you guys? With the first game's obviously over there in Schenectady. It's going to be loud, but most of the fans will be rooting against you, seemingly. To keep things relatively calm on the bench and be smart early in the game.
Yeah, I think just focus on playing our game, doing what we need to do to get the win.
Yeah, obviously. We've been excited with how things have been going so far in the season, and it all comes down to league play. So, 1 being ECAC hockey, and 2 being that it's Union. Everyone's obviously very exciting. We know the rivalry that exists there, and I'm sure both teams are gonna be ready to play.
Being one of the transfers that couldn't play last year in the regular season, 2 games. What was that experience like? And I know you guys traveled over there and were here for the home game, but what did it feel like as just watching your teammates play?
Yeah, obviously, like I mentioned before, there's a huge rivalry that exists between us and Union, and it doesn't take a lot to get up for those games. The buildings are both going to be packed, the fans are going to be energetic, and they're going to be fast-paced games, and we're really looking forward to them.
What do you guys take anything away from the last time you guys played Union at the Times Union Center? It was a 0-0 game. It's been a while, obviously, and it's kind of 2 different teams, but what if you can take anything from that matchup?
Well, we know they're a very hardworking team. Whether that is heightened at all because of the rivalry, they're going to be coming after us, and they're well coached, high skilled, and hardworking. So we're going to have to be prepared to match their intensity and give them everything we have, and it should be a really good game.